What's good, Coach Colin Castelli here with ShotMechanics Basketball, back with another video where today I'm going to give you the secrets to shooting from the logo with deep, deep, deep range, just like Damian Lillard. You're not going to want to miss.
Once it gets into Dame's hands, he's throwing money at the rim.
All right, we all want super deep shooting range. And if that's you, then you're in the right spot because I'm kind of the aforementioned expert in shooting range in all of YouTube and hopefully the internet and maybe even the world. I don't know. But today what we're going to do is we're going to look at a lot of Damian Lillard's shooting mechanics that allow him to shoot effortlessly from so far out. Now, you're really going to want to watch this video because there's a lot of stuff in here that goes against common practices and a lot of things that coaches will teach you that are actually wrong, right? So we're going to help you unlock a lot of that power, unlock 5 feet of shooting space to 10 feet of shooting range almost instantly after this video. So you're definitely gonna watch. And make sure you watch to the very end of the video because I'm gonna give you something 100% for free that you're not gonna wanna miss that's going to optimize your jump shot with the power of artificial intelligence. Oh, that sounds exciting. Keep watching. All right, so the first thing we wanna talk about is engaging your hips when it comes to shooting from deep. If I wanna try to knock down shots out here by the center court logo, I need to get hip power involved. Right? The biggest mistake that a lot of players make when they're trying to shoot from far out is they don't actually get hip power. Meaning, as they're getting ready to shoot, they might be something like this. Their chest is up, they're looking at the rim, and their hips aren't loaded down. Right? Your hips are like the secret power factor. If you look at pretty much all sports, if you're trying to hit a baseball, the power comes from the hips. If you're boxing and you throw a punch, the power comes from your hips. The hips are the secret power factory, and most players don't even know that and don't even try to engage them. So key number 1, just point your chest down towards the ground a little bit. It'll get your hips engaged. You're gonna get more power, more pop, more spring, right? So anytime you're getting ready to shoot, and if you watch Damian Lillard, he's rarely up like this in his load with his head back and his chin back and his hips unlocked. Pretty much every time when you see him shoot, he loads his chest down and you see this nice bend from his hips to his torso right here. Anytime you see that angle break, you know you're not gonna be getting enough power. So what I would encourage you to do, film yourself from the side shooting and see what sort of angle your hips are giving you. And automatically, you're gonna be able to get more range and more pop just by engaging your hips. All right, the second key is getting your hip to rim. Sorry, Jake, I got right in your face. Second key is hip to rim, right? So basically, if I'm a right-handed shooter, I want to get my right hip closer to the rim than my left hip. Now, this might come from a few different ways, and it depends on the scenario that you're shooting out of. First and foremost, by tilting your feet off to the side, you can immediately make this happen. So if you watch Damian shoot, every time he gets ready to load, his feet are tilted off to the left because he's a right-handed shooter, and that allows his right hip to the rim. Now, why is this important? My coach told me to square up. My coach says you should never tilt your feet, blah, 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 blah. I've heard it all before. But here's the thing. By tilting our feet, it creates a chain reaction through our body and allows me to unlock my shoulder muscles and get a higher, smoother follow through, right? And allowing for more power as well. If I'm squared up towards the basket and I go to shoot, my shoulder muscles are gonna pull down right here and I'm gonna get tension as I'm trying to push. This is the last spot that you wanna try to get tension, especially if you're shooting from far out. That's why for a lot of players, they might be money from 15 feet and then struggle at the three-point line. Or maybe you're money at the three-point line, but struggle from the NBA line, right? This could be a big reason why. So first and foremost, tilt those feet, get that hip on rim. That way everything's in perfect alignment. You can actually get smooth fluid release, okay? The other thing you could do is a leg drift. Now this works if you're moving towards your dominant hand. So if I'm dribbling to my right or I'm sidestepping to my right or whatever it is, it's probably gonna be hard for me to get my feet tilted, so I can actually tilt them in the air and still get the same effect with what I call a leg drift. Meaning, if I'm going into it and I'm pulling up and I can only get to right here, as I shoot, I can let my leg drift through and land on one leg or land staggered, but get my hip through and rotate in the air. That is also very helpful and a lot of times makes you a much more dynamic shooter because you don't always have to get your feet set perfectly before you go into your shot. And this is another thing that Damian is absolutely fantastic with. So number 1, pay attention to your feet. It's gonna transfer to your shoulders and that will give you a better release and better range.
The letter O runs the clock down. Logo Lillard at his finest.
All right, the next major key is what we call feet forward, weight back. Feet forward, weight back, meaning your feet are going to land closer to the basket than from where you jump, and your weight's gonna be backwards, so when you land, you're gonna take one relaxed step backwards. What this does is it creates a pendulum in your body where your shoulders start forward, and then your feet land forward and your shoulders land back. By doing this, you can take that energy momentum transfer, put it through your body into the basketball for an extra 3, 4, 5 feet of range almost immediately. That's how incredible it is, right? So if you watch Damian Lillard shoot on pretty much all of his outside jump shots, he's going to land closer to the hoop than where he started, right? You'll see if he starts by the logo, he ends closer to the hoop. If he starts on the three-point line, he ends closer to the hoop. You can do the exact same thing. So if you're shooting from out here, you're gonna start loaded forward. My chest is down, I'm loaded forward, and then as I shoot, my feet are going forward and I'm taking one relaxed step back. That means I got a good one, right? Now here's the thing. If you land and you stumble backwards or you almost fall down, that means that you're swinging your feet too far forward. You're getting too extreme with it, right? So it should be a landing, one relaxed step back, and you should be good to go, right? Give it a try. I promise you, you can unlock 2 or 3, 4 feet just from this one tip alone. Now imagine if you took tip number 1, did that, tip number 2, did that, tip number 3, did that, and put them all together, you can get 10 or 15 feet more of shooting range almost immediately. That's insane. That means if you're a three-point shooter, you'd be out by the volleyball line. If you're a volleyball line shooter, that means you could be out by half court, and that's exactly how guys like Damian Lillard are able to do it. All right, now here's the deal. I'm gonna help you optimize your jump shot through the power of artificial intelligence, courtesy of my guys over at Max One with the Smart Coach app. So all you gotta do is click the top link in the description down below and get free instant access to a shot evaluation through the power of artificial intelligence. Basically, you set up your cell phone, it watches you shoot, and then it tells you, hey, your elbow's doing this, your feet are doing that, you need to do that. And then you get me as your personal coach to tell you how to fix those specifically for what you need fixed, right? So it's absolutely incredible. The power of technology is mind-blowing, and that's why I partnered with my guys over at Max One and the Smart Coach. So all you gotta do, click the top link in the description down below, download the app, and get free evaluation today, and hopefully I will see you there, because this is an incredible value that you're not gonna wanna miss. Now, also, if you're new to Shot Mechanics, hit the subscribe button, ding the bell notification, hit the like button, because it's good for the algorithm, and it helps us out. And make sure you leave a comment in the comment section down below. Let me know what sort of video you want to see next. Again, I'm Coach Colin Castello with Shot Mechanics. We can bring these videos to you because of the power of the Splash Army like yourself. And so I hope to see you next time.